WHBQ AM Memphis, W253DF Memphis, and Q1075 WHBQ FM Germantown Memphis. It's time for Wolo and Friends on Sports 56. Here is your host, the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin.
Have a going home. There on the floor. Under the pillow. Behind the door. There's a crack in the mirror. Somewhere there's a hole in the window pane.
Welcome into a little Sports 56 radio, but believe it or not, this is not Johnny Radio's happy hour quite yet. We go at 11 to 1, but it is Dave Woloshin's show. It's Wolo and Friends, and we got Andy Shipman, and we got a lot of friends. We're out here at TPC Southwind, one of the most beautiful golf courses on planet Earth, and we are in the middle of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. We got ballers, shot callers, doing all kinds of stuff that's entertaining, excitement, and a whole lot of dead-gum fun. And we're going to talk about it for 3 hours. So we got Andy Shipman on a beautiful Friday. I got my man Jay Hizzy to the His AM. He's back at the studio. He's producing right now. Jared's going to come in and produce from 11 to 1. And Jay Ham's going to come out here and join us around noon out here at the golf course. Get a little bit of taste of all the beautiful action that's going on. And when I say beautiful action, I'm not talking about the golfers. I'm talking about all the beautiful patrons. Because there are many of them. And I don't care what anybody says. Mo Schefter, he ain't from Memphis. He lives down in Tampa. He was born in the Caribbean, down in St. Croix. Some of the best diving in the world's down in St. Croix. But can I ask you, I've never been diving and saw anything more beautiful than the coral reefs. But when you come down to Memphis, or up to Memphis from Tampa, do you not have to agree that we have some of the most beautiful women in the world?
Absolutely. Absolutely, 100%, Johnny. Good morning, Memphis. Good morning, beautiful people. I think I'm going to start as my second home. The hospitality has been outstanding. Since we had a golf tournament, I would say above par. Really, you should say below par. The women are beautiful. Everybody's been great. Everybody's been so nice.
You can't even, like, in the South, like I said, I was kind of talking to them, a little off-cuff story, going up north, because just the way the perception is with this world, oh, you know, the South is nothing but a bunch of hick, racist morons, and the North is a bunch of educated, and they're so smart and progressive. But, dude, I went up there, and like I said, went with my dad. I don't even think I finished my story because of my ADHD. But here it is. We went to the Fenway Park, and the game was great. It was over. Sorry, the Red Sox did lose the game we went to. But when we were leaving, if you leave Fenway Park, they have a whole row of cabs.
Okay.
Like all the way, like right down the side. So everybody kind of lines up, and two people get in a cab, shoom, they go. And then two people get in a cab, shoom, they go. Very organized, very quick, very easy. As just being a Southern gentleman, didn't speak to him. Two women were behind me. When the cab came up, naturally for me, I opened up the door and I said, ladies, y'all go ahead and take this one. We'll get the next one. You would have thought I, like, violated them because they told me, excuse me, and I said, oh, yeah, you can go ahead and take this one. It just started to rain, by the way. It just started to drizzle.
Look at you, being a Southern gentleman.
And being a Southern gentleman, they thought I was, like, saying they couldn't do something or something. They're like, I don't need you to hold the door for me. I don't need to open. They're like, take your ass back down the South. I was like, damn.
Unbelievable.
But you've been here,
yes,
out here at the St. Jude Classic, the FedEx St. Jude Championship, actually. And has not everybody been amazing?
No, Johnny, look, Southern hospitality is a real thing. And what I've been telling you and Jay is the reason I love Memphis and the reason it's growing on me so quickly is obviously the people, but it reminds me of St. Croix because of the people. Like, and when I lived in the North, we
say hi, we look at each other.
Yeah, bro. Like when I walk in, when I would live somewhere in Pennsylvania, if I walked into an establishment and I said good morning, people looked at me like I'm crazy. If you go to St. Croix, you walk in somewhere and don't say good morning,
they'll look at you crazy.
Like, what's wrong with this rude person?
Yep.
You know, and I think again, like, man, common courtesy is not that hard. It's not difficult. You don't need to be educated. You don't need to be none of that. It is common sense to be a
All
decent
you have
human
to
being.
do is have a heart.
Yeah, bro. And life is about experiences. Life is about shared experiences. And so we're here at St. Jude. Everybody that's here today
That's
is
what I was
presumably in
saying.
a good mood.
The heart, the love
Yeah.
of Memphis, like this, the amount of volunteers that you've met, that who are just how nice are they?
Amazing, absolutely amazing.
And they all do this for, I think, the best charity in the world.
Facts.
Like, y'all don't understand. FedEx St. Jude Classic donates a ton of money to St. Jude. My man Dustin Starr has an event down in Tupelo. He's raising money for St. Jude. We're always raising money for St. Jude because it's the only place that I know on planet Earth that any sick kid can come there and get treated and taken care of.
Facts. It's
And
amazing.
it's not going to bury their family. I mean, like, could you imagine you have a sick child and you have to, like, would have to maybe make a decision to get rid of your house to keep your child alive or something like that? Without St. Jude, a lot of families out there would have to make crazy decisions like that. So, again, when you come out here, enjoy the people, enjoy the amazing golf, but just also remember there's a bunch of kids out at St. Jude who would kill to be out here in this hot weather watching these amazing professional golfers. The best in the world are here.
Facts.
So get out here, y'all. Come out here and enjoy yourself because I'm fired up. And I got to say a big thanks to our sponsors, man. Come on now. Landers Ford, right out here in Collierville, they have the big old American flag, USA, USA. Mo Schefter, you love the United States, do you not?
Absolutely, brother. God bless the USA.
I mean, for real.
No, not even no joking thing. Like, God bless the USA. The USA has truly provided for my family the American dream. Like, my dad came here in the 70s. Went through the whole process.
God, the 70s were dope. He came at the right time.
He got naturalized, all that. He became a citizen. Same with my mom. They raised 6 wonderful children. Well, they might not all agree that we're all wonderful. My dad.
You're the baby, aren't you?
My little brother's a baby.
Oh, you
remember?
have one younger?
Yeah,
That's
the one
right.
with No, my dad truly, like, he worked hard. He, like, truly worked hard. We jokingly say that I didn't meet my father till I was 8 years old, even though we lived in the same house, because he just worked. And he went from, imagine, he grew up in an area at the time as he was born where money was still not the only form of currency. This is my father, bro, where money was still not the only form of currency, like, because they were farmers. So they would trade. And this is my father. This isn't my great grandfather. That's where he came from.
And you're younger than I am. You're only, what, 35?
Yeah, my dad's 70. So, like, think about that. So, long story short, he came here and he worked hard and he has built a beautiful life for all of us. He sent my 4 older siblings to college and everything. I mean, he's, God bless my pops, God bless my parents, and God bless the USA, brother. I do not want to live anywhere else but the United States of America.
And Landers Ford feels the exact same way. And whenever you go look for a car, I'm telling you, me and Chaz went out there. Courtesy, kindness. It should never be overrated, but that's how they treat you. Now, we got to do a little leaderboard update, and it's always brought to you by my people who helped me get married. I just had my first year anniversary on August 10th.
God bless. Happy anniversary to you.
That was on
Chaz,
Monday,
baby.
bro,
Yes,
5 days ago.
Yes, sir.
I'm very, very lucky that I have her, and I'm going to tell you, she said yes. You know why? Because I went with the best. I don't know if you saw that rock on her finger.
I sure did.
Sissy's Log Cabin took care of me.
You know what Chaz told me? She told me life's too short for ordinary
jewelry,
yes,
baby.
Sir.
It is. Like, you got to do it nice. And by the way, remember, this is the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. So there's only one place to go, and that's Sissy's Log Cabin, and they give you the leaderboard update. Mo Schefter, what we got going on the golf course?
Yeah, if you guys remember yesterday, we said that going into the weekend, the number is going to be between, I would say, 9 to 11. Right now, the leader is Sungjae Im. He's at -9 through 12.
I told you 15.
Yeah, you did say 15. Look, the way it's going, the way the course is scoring today. Should expect to see some birdies all over the course. Chris Goddard's at -6. Yelmarju from Canada is at -5 through 12 as well. He's
Dude,
playing with Sung J M.
Drake's album ain't bad. The new one, ain't gonna lie, it's been like #1 even longer than anything you can shake a stick at.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still not all for Canada. You know what I'm saying?
I hear
Outside of the maple scissor up, sipping on the scissor.
So
scissor. I'm more Kendrick than I am Drake.
Amen. Because they're not like us.
Ain't like us.
There's 7 players at -5, and then Patrick Cantley and Wyndham Clark, who if you remember is not a Baker Mayfield fan,
Yep.
is at -4 right now. Scheffler and Rory teeing off in about an hour 15. And it's going to be a good
And
day.
Rory
it's going to be a
was
fun day.
3 over to starting today.
Yeah, but remember, Rory, look, these great players.
Oh, they can turn it on.
They can turn
we
it on,
watched
bro.
him, and I don't know how he did it and didn't have he bogeyed.
Yeah.
Because we were right here on the 18th green. We're at 18th in Maine, by the way. MANE. If you ain't from Memphis, man, you don't know about me. MANE, 18th in Maine, bro. Glorilla might show up. I don't know. But if you come out and see us, I know that me and Mo Schefter were out here, and we're right there where the 18th hole is a huge dog leg left. It's basically like 90 degrees straight and 45 degrees to the left. Water's all on the inside. He cut the water.
Yes.
His damn drive was over there by the tree. My man definitely was probably using a sand wedge from where he was hitting and just completely missed. And you don't see pro golfers do things like that. It was a weird round for Rory yesterday. But again, I look back how far they are, and I saw where his ball was.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I could say was holy bleep. Because homes from where I play, like getting it in the bunker would be a miracle.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's why these guys are truly the best of the best. It's not like
It doesn't even make sense to me how the ball. And remember what I told you yesterday. Look how smooth it was.
oh, it's just a flow.
It doesn't look like when I swing. You can tell I'm swinging pretty hard.
You know what it really impressed me, and I noticed it with Scotty because I was literally right behind him when he hit his approach shot. Like when he was going to swing, I thought initially he was taking a practice swing
Because it was so slow and smooth.
He came up so slow. Same with Max Homa, but then they just come through with so much force.
And they
Everything
hit
is
the
in
ball
sequence.
pure. Always right there in the middle of the golf club.
Mhm.
They don't ever I mean,
You know-
the divots they cut are almost beautiful.
You know what I learned yesterday, Johnny? I learned why quarterbacks are good at golf. Because
Help me.
I was watching these guys all on the 18th hit their approach shots. And when they swing, it's the same hips as when a
open hip,
quarterback
you're
is coming
rotating.
over. It's the same motion. Like, okay, obviously the upper body is different, but I'm talking hips is all the same. And I'm like, that's
Your
probably
hips
why.
basically are everything.
Oh, I mean, that's where you get all your power.
Paul Skeens,
Same in boxing.
one
Sorry.
of the greatest pitchers, by the way. One of the reasons he's so great is not just because he practices and works his ass off. Like, watch how he can open up his hips.
Facts.
He goes from completely closed and square to when he pushes and drives. There's such an open, like he opens up his hips. Barry Bonds opened up his hips with a quickness. Like, I'm telling you, people underrate. We always talk about your forearm strength, and we talk about like your
Bench
thighs
press and
your
whatever.
calves and your legs and your bench and all that stuff. Man, if you're not fluid, like again, I told you, and this is an example, and I can only give you what it is, and it sounds stupid, but it is like softball. You had a homie out there who's like 6'4", like 250, and looks like he would pull my head off.
Yeah.
Okay, he would literally he would pick me up and throw me around all day. Like,
You wouldn't be able to
it
block
wouldn't
him,
be
basically.
fair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's a monster.
Right.
But I'm smashing bombs, and he hits the ball barely ever out of the
I believe
outfield.
you.
And it ain't because of strength. It's because he's so tight, and he also swings around the ball. You know, like he doesn't have the proper swing. And again, now, like, watching the golf players and thinking about, damn, bro, it has a lot to do with baseball in a similar way as when you keep your back leg back and when you make your decision, you pull your hands and your hips through the zone and you get the barrel through the zone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all with your hips.
Right.
So on a
That's a
football
great
and a
one.
quarterback,
No, that's a great
like
point.
you said, you get in that tight position. Matt Stafford's one of the only guys that I know who can literally just do it with his arm off his back leg and still throw a 20.
You brought up something interesting because I think your baseball analogy is actually better than my football analogy. Just being honest. And yesterday, I asked you, I'm like, Johnny, you just started playing golf 2 months ago. How are you so good at it already? You're like, bro, I'm used to hitting a ball that's moving. This ball is not moving.
Yeah, it doesn't go anywhere. It's just sitting right there. How the hell are you not going to hit it?
Yeah. But no, that's a great point. And you talk about Stafford. To me, pitching is probably the most hardest. And again, we're not talking about feet. We're not talking about anything else about just hips. That's where even in boxing, they teach you when you're with your hook, you get your power from your hips.
That's when, yeah. The only thing about boxing that's weird is, because I tried it a long time ago, about how the feet, how you keep them in, and how, like your left, you turn, how you turn in, like, you know what I'm talking about.
I know
You're
exactly what you're
family.
talking about.
But it feels so awkward at first when they teach you the proper way to
Correct.
actually punch
it
people.
does feel awkward. You're
Because
absolutely
it's
right.
all about keeping your feet and your hips in the spot where you can come jab, 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 and then open up with your hips. And it's all about how you keep your toes and your knees. Again, if you don't get taught how to do it, you're not going to know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why coaching is also so important. So
Absolutely.
big
Absolutely.
shout out to all you coaches. And agents are important to make you money. And we get to talk with an agent, Andy Shipman, today.
Super excited.
He's going to be on at 10:30. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the NBA. He's been around the NBA. He was Brandon Clark's agent. He's just a wonderful man. He's been joining Wolo for a long time. I've known Andy for a long time, and I'm excited to tell him something because I forgot that my business partner is I think his cousin.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's how small. Like when we come to Memphis, they made a movie called 6 Degrees of Separation.
That's true.
In Memphis, it's 2, bro.
I believe you.
That's
I believe
it.
you. I believe
Everybody knows everybody.
Do you believe in the 6 degrees of separation?
Yes.
I 100% do. I 100%
But I'm also
do.
crazy. I believe nothing is real.
Well, yeah.
But I do believe that the people that believe life is real, it is Friday, August 14th, and football literally is almost here. It's not easy at this point because we had all that preseason action last night.
Yes, we
and
did.
Yes. Was that a taste? It was. It was like when you're dating your girl and you got to first base. You know what I mean? You're like, I got a little kissy poo, but you got a little work to do. And that felt good. It was nice. We saw some good stuff. But I'm still like fired up about some of the stuff that's going on in camp. I mean, we got some big quarterback battles still. We got some wild stuff going. Again, we got Malik Willis starting for the Dolphins this year, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a joke. We got the Raiders. Are they gonna? How long are they gonna sit Fernando Mendoza? We have some teams out there that yesterday I started thinking, listening to you and Trav and Jay and Jared. We were all over at Patrick's having a bite to eat, and I was listening to y'all. And that's actually when my fungus started hitting too. By the way, that little dose I took.
Got you.
So I was over listening to what y'all were talking about, and I was like, man. That's interesting. Like how, you guys are talking about the same damn sport. Y'all all know the same sport, but all y'all have like different perspectives on what these teams can be.
1,000%.
And I love it. And it also made me think about, well, damn. Trav helped me think about, it's not just the NFCs. There's some teams that are actually poised this year that might just be young enough, dumb enough, and have the right coaching that could make that run. The Denver Broncos didn't. And by the way, let's not act like they played a hell of a game in the playoffs.
Mm-mm.
That was a great football game. That was a hell of a football game. They had the best record in the AFC. Last year, if you told me at the beginning of the year they were poised for a playoff run, I would have said, yeah, sure. And crack's not whack, but They came out of nowhere, and that defense was great. So there's a couple teams that during my show, me and Mo Schefter, we're going to discuss about a few teams that right now are actually poised to make a run. Because, again, we can remember you can put a super team together. We saw the Philadelphia Eagles do it. Hell, they had 2 quarterbacks. They had 2 running backs. They had like 6 wide receivers.
Mhm.
They had more defensive backs than you can shake a stick at. Their defensive line was filthy. They had linebackers out the wazoo, and they sucked ass.
Yes, they did. Coaching matters.
And not that their coach was a bad one.
No. I'm talking about offensive coordinator.
But I was getting, yes, exactly. That was the most man. But here, that's what we're trying to, I guess I was trying to get at. There are a few teams out there that we're going to talk about later that I think that can make that jump. We also got to talk a little SEC and get nasty. The SEC and the Big Ten is becoming a real situation. And what I mean by that is the Southern hospitality that you have experienced, Mo, is real, except for on Saturday if your team loses.
Understood.
And right now, I hate to say it, but you just saw Michigan. You just saw, by the way, and let's not forget the Ohio State team. Like Ryan Day that year was like on the hot seat. I went to the game. A homie from Barstool's, Dave Portnoy or whatever, flew over and had that plane circling.
Oh, my
said,
God.
Fire Ryan Day.
Lord have
Fire
mercy.
Ryan Day. All the Ohio State fans said, thanks for coming up here for the game. We want to win, but we're not upset if we lose because we know if we lose, then we can get rid of Ryan Day. And they went on and won the national
They
championship.
sure did.
So, like, what I'm saying is like, all kinds of stuff can happen, and things are crazy. And the SEC and the Big Ten, they got real beef right now.
Okay.
Like, they came together a couple years ago and basically said, okay, we run this ish. We run this ish. They were basically like, we run you ACC, we run you Big 12, we allow you to be part of the Big Four, the group of 4, but we still run the joint.
Okay.
Greg Sankey, though, he's like the Don. He's like Don Corleone. You know what I'm saying? He's serious. But I hate to say it, it's like he's slipping, bro. I feel like he's about to have that day where homie comes back and puts that, right there to the back of the head.
Oh, boy.
They got to get off the mat. I mean, they got to get off the mat.
What do you think the solution is? Don't know, huh? Because again, like, if,
I'm dead serious. When they were allowed to cheat in a better way, okay, you have to think about the facilities. When they weren't able to pay players, the SEC did what other conferences did not do. Have you ever been inside of Alabama and gone and seen what their locker rooms look like, or LSU's, or Ole Miss's, or Georgia's?
yeah, bro. They're
Hell,
like resorts.
it's ridiculous.
Mhm.
Their dorms are nicer than my house. I
No,
don't
they're
need
beautiful.
that much square footage.
And you got a
man.
beautiful home.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
But what I mean is like when they were able to provide everything, they were able to get every single athlete. Now you have pay for play.
Correct.
It's
Nice.
not behind the the curtain.
Correct.
So when you're not cheating, now you actually have to, on a even playing field, you got to start coaching your guys up. You got to start keeping young talent in your program. You got to make sure that the young kids that you bring in don't leave and depart and go somewhere else. Like the Southeastern Conferences has to figure out a way that, hey, we all get paid, but if you go to the Big Ten, you're going to fly to USC. You're going to fly all the way to the other side of the country. You know what I mean?
I'm listening.
I mean, think about all the West Coast teams in Oregon and think about what the Big Ten is, bro.
You're right.
And we've mixed these two together. So the Southeastern Conference, you got to pitch yourself in a way that, hey, not only are we going to pay you the same amount of money the Big Ten is, but you're going to come to a better community. You're going to come to a place that cares. You're going to come, you know what I mean? You have to do something that is different because bags of cash in brown paper bags
Mhm.
ain't working no
No.
more. You can't pull up at Mickey D's and order 2 double scraps or whatever the hell they call them these days and the person there throws you a stack of $100,000. Or like in Cam Newton's case, $180,000. And think about how we're talking about $180,000. That was some money well spent.
Absolutely, 100%.
So
They got more than a good ROI on that.
they got a return on their investment.
100%. So go ahead, keep going, because I got a question for you.
But we got to get into figuring out is how can the SEC get off the mat? Because right now it feels like if you look around, everybody in the SEC is actually good.
True.
And I'm not talking about Arkansas. I'm not talking about Kentucky. But look, Vanderbilt, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, do you know how many doctors that have graduated from Vanderbilt?
So did Jay Cutler, but yes.
And Jay did too. But it's a smart school.
It is.
And the reason the Big Ten's done success, look at Indiana, their business school, how
Facts.
much money they've donated to the football program. They also brought in Kirk Cignetti, a maniac, great coach, like under Nick Saban and under a bunch of great people. I mean, his first press conference, he says, "You obviously don't know who I am.
Yeah, dog.
I'm a winner."
I loved it.
You know what I mean?
I loved it.
So we have to have the SEC start get that stuff going and taking care of business. And I want to know what y'all think. At the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line where life's too short for ordinary jewelry. Let me know. My man Jay Ham and Jared will read your text off when we come back from the break. We're also going to talk with Andy Schiffman. But before we do go to the break, give me one more leaderboard update for those who just got in their ride. Because I know we got some dudes out there who are actually throwing up some crazy numbers where we have dudes like Rory who's coming in on Friday who literally has to think about making the cut.
Well, there's no cut.
There's no cut. Well,
there's no cut.
Actually,
there's
I'm glad
no
you told me that because I didn't even know that.
Yeah, there's no cut right now because it's the top 70 that are left.
You can tell I'm a golfer.
So it's the top. By the way, McIntyre. I forgot to mention this, and I'm so sorry. Robert McIntyre from Scotland, who also has a profanity issue on the golf course. He played very bad yesterday.
Wait, you're not allowed to cuss on a golf course?
Within reason.
Okay.
Within
Is
reason.
his really bad?
Some of those, so I hate to say it like this, but McIntyre, Lowry, some of those Irish, Scottish guys, they've been warned a few times about their cussing.
I got warned at Bellevue.
Yeah, I mean, within
like
reason.
The one hit that I got out, I hit a line drive to the right at the damn left fielder. And I said, "Dadgummit."
That's fine.
And they thought I said, "Damn."
Oh, no way. So you got kicked out
I
for
was
that?
like, "No, dog." I said, "Dadgummit." No, they just warned me. But I was like, dude, "Dadgummit" is not damn, Holmes. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And by the way, neither one of them are bad. Because I don't even know what dadgummit really means other than that pissed me off. And a dam can also be like, without dams, we don't have, power. Think about the Colorado River. Now, I've wasted your time.
No, you good. So he shot.
Enough. What do you got?
He shot a plus 12 yesterday.
Do what?
So he withdrew.
He wishes he could come.
He withdrew. So now, instead of 70 players, we have 69 or 68, whatever it is.
69 players on a Friday. We're back in Two Shakes with Andy Shipman. We're out here at the FedEx St. Jude Championship, always brought to you the best. Our sponsors are awesome. Landers Ford, Sissy's Log Cabin, The Half Shell, Canale Funeral Directors, Huey's Restaurant, Colonial Country Club, Forest Hill Grill, Holly Winter Jewelry, Ronnie Grizzani's First National Bank, Jim's Place, baby, Bangers Pickleball. If you want to bang, come to 18th and Main or go to 6780 Snowden Lane. Bangers Pickleball, the ultimate pickleball destination. And Jason's Deli, dadgummit, it's damn delicious. Andy Schiffman's next. It's a Friday. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Available locally on your radio dial as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, "Alexa, play Sports 56." Wherever you are, it's easy to stay tuned to Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Old Dominick Distillery's award-winning 8-year reserve bourbon is back in Memphis for its second year. Small batch, intentional, and proudly made in Memphis. This is bourbon for the love of bourbon. a slow sipper with a flavor journey that's been refined by time. Find Old Dominic's 8-year reserve bourbon at an area retailer. This pour is reserved for you. Old Dominic Distillery, 305 South Front Street, or online at olddominic.com.
Uncorked flavor, Corky's barbecue. We're cooking it up, down home way. Hickory smoke flavor like the good old days.
Hey y'all, Jimmy Stovall here with Corky's Barbecue. With over 175,000 cars served in our drive-thru, 4,000 online pickup orders, and 1,500 party packs delivered to offices and events every year, Corky's is your trusted go-to barbecue for parties. Our party packs start at just $6.99 per person. You can choose 1, 2, or 3 meat combos, pick your favorite sides, and as you know, Corky's always gives you plenty of food, so you never worry about running out. Whether it's pickup or delivery, we've got you covered. Corky's makes it easy to impress your guests. Visit Corky'sBBQ.com to order for your next gathering today.
Uncorked flavor, Corky's barbecue.
NST is the way to go. Call 68370.
This is Parker Trotz with NST Injury Attorneys. After a car accident, money is on the line, and that's why one call can change everything. For over 35 years, we've gone toe-to-toe with insurance companies and won billions for our clients.
NST is the way to go. Call 68370. They've got the fight, they've got the heart.
NST is the way to go. Call 683-7000 or visit nstlaw.com.
Now back to Wolo and Friends
Put
on
me back in
Sports
audition
56.
so I can hear.
Here once again is the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin.
Baby, slow down, don't take things over. Baby, let me turn loose, hard to swallow. Baby, but you're there.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's Friday, baby. I'm out here at the FedEx St. Jude Championship. You know it's the real deal. Holyfield. This is not the last year. We have one more beautiful year here next year, and then there's going to be a little bit of change. But you need to come out here. I know it's hot, people. It's getting hot in here. Y'all can take all your clothes off in the 18th in Maine. I will not be upset in any way. I've been fighting for my whole life for equal rights for women. Mo, we're on the different spectrum on certain things, but even you might agree with me on this one. If I can show my nipples, so can you.
I 100% agree. I 100% agree. I mean, look,
So unfair.
equality is just that.
Yeah.
You know? Equality is just
The other
that.
thing is, though, out here, though, they won't even let me take my shirt off, so I understand. But
Well, that's
that,
'cause you
I mean, when I'm on a beach, bro, the thing that's also funny is they can show their keister, like literally just have like a piece of cloth. Now, thank God we don't wear those.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. I would never go to the
But
beach.
dude, go topless. Get a little sun. You know what I'm saying? Vitamin D. But my whole point is no point at all. I'm just
Johnny, can I ask you a question?
Of course you can.
Would you live in the nudist community?
I went to hedonism.
Or did you?
Yeah, down in I went to it was Costa Rica. I went to Hedo 2 in Jamaica, and I went to Hedo 1 in Costa Rica.
So here's a fun fact. When I was looking at places to rent in Tampa, we go to this community. Now my brother knew beforehand because he's my brother, but he didn't tell me anything. So we go to this community, and it's already weird off top because the walls for this community are like way higher than regular walls, and there's weird coloring and like arrows and whatever. We get to the first stop sign, and there's a 70-year-old man on a golf cart, completely butt naked. And that's when the agent came out and told me, yeah, this is a nudist community.
That's when you want sausage patties, not links. Ha ha! Now, we got a lot of stuff going on again. We love all of our sponsors. We love all of y'all. And we love the fact that we're out here raising money for the best place in the world, and that is St. Jude. Any sick kid they take care of absolutely free. And it's because of events like this. It's because of people like you. It's because of our volunteers. So one big thank you to St. Jude, Danny Thomas, RIP, and all the people out there who still carry on his legacy. But we get to talk with my man, Andy Shipman. He is a real deal Holyfield, man. Like, you ever seen like Entourage, by the way, back in the day?
I love Entourage.
You know, like Vinny Chase and stuff. Like, they
yes.
seem real cool and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
My
they
boy
were
Johnny
movie
Bananas.
stars and Johnny Dangerously. But like, that's a movie. They're actors. Remember Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
What was it? Show me the money. Well, dude, Andy Shipman lives the real life. He doesn't live the stuff on television. He doesn't live the stuff on your TikTok, your X, and your YouTube. He is a man who knows everything about all kinds of sports and always knows about his agents, and he's a great, great person. Andy Shipman, what up?
How hot is it out there? That's what I want to know.
Hey, how hot is it out here? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, Jay, pot him up for me so I can hear Andy a little bit better. It is Andy, you know how hot it is, like 100 degrees, I'd say 110 maybe, with like the humidity feeling.
Yeah, they got the heat index at 108 right now.
Oh, it's 108, Andy.
Yes, sir.
Why are you thinking my brain's
it
not
wouldn't be
working?
Memphis in August if it wasn't triple digits, right?
Facts. Facts, 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 and facts. And Andy, I got a question, man. I got a million questions for you. And my buddy Mo Schefter's with me. I got Jay Ham back at the studio. And of course, everybody knows this is Wolo and Friends. Wolo is out. He had a brand new grandchild. Did you know that?
I did, actually.
Yep.
I did. Congratulations to Wolo.
Yep.
Andy, did you know?
Yep. He texted me yesterday, so mazel tov today.
Mazel tov today. Do you know if he had a boy or a girl?
I'm not sure if he told me all that.
He didn't tell me that either. He just said, I got a new grandbaby. And he's like, you're filling in for
You just
Andy.
said grandchild.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, grandchild. But anyway, the thing is, I don't know, but we wish him the best, and I'm very, very happy. And I bring that up because we've had to deal with a lot of sadness here in the Memphis area. You personally, of course, with the Brandon Clark situation. And I did want to ask you something that's just very personal. I was just kind of wondering, like, you do business, but you have personal relationships with these athletes and some of the people in these organizations. When something like this happens, how is it that somebody like you processes this? And like, do you have like, is there anything that you learned that's something positive that's come out of this situation at all?
Well, I tend to compartmentalize, and I grieved as a human being with someone that knew Brandon and his family, and obviously the other pillar of that, and the other pillar of that is the business side, right? And so, understanding how his passing affects his contract status, how it affects, us as an agency. Affects his family, and so it was very difficult because he was like a family member to me, and his family and I are really close, as they all are to everyone in our agency. And it happened pretty shortly before we started up in the NBA offseason with the NBA draft, followed by NBA Summer League. And so when I was out in Vegas, really when I was out at the NBA Combine here in Chicago in the middle of May, I mean, everybody on the team side and other agents would always come up to me and offer their condolences, which that's when you really see the impact that he had, even among people that really didn't know him personally, and just the infectious nature of his play and his energy on the courts, and obviously all Grizzlies fans were aware of. And it was great to see. It was heartwarming, and I shared that story with his mother as well. And is there anything positive out of it? I think just a sense of community and family that I saw really at his memorial service a couple of months ago in Phoenix. Almost all of the entire Grizzlies organization, past and present coaches, front office personnel, and several of his teammates, both past and present, were in attendance, which was great to see. Even players that may have played with him in Summer League his rookie season in 2019, or guys that were on two-way contracts for 2 months, or in NBA training camp or in the G League, to see that even those guys showed up to support Brandon and his family was very remarkable and very touching. So I think if there is anything positive in all this, I would just say that.
I also have to say, I think one of the other things that are positive that came out of it, and I don't know if you know this, Andy, because I know you're in Chicago right now, but I had no idea about gas station heroin. Like, I didn't even know what that was. And it's a sad thing, but like his arrest kind of brought to light what these gas stations in Memphis and probably other surrounding areas were actually selling to young people. The stuff was like, what was it called? Hydrox, or like, anyway, it was kratom on basically steroids.
Yep.
And I think it was, here it is. It was, they called them like 708 or something, like the kids did, but it's like a hydroxy menagine, and it is a chemical compound that basically fills your mood receptors in your brain, floods them, gives you euphoria. You start producing more serotonin and dopamine, and it's a very fast effect. And all of a sudden, next thing you know, these kids are continuously coming back to these gas stations and grabbing it more and more and more.
Yeah.
And they outlawed it here now. So, like, I do have to say, like, it sucks. He had such a promising future, and he was an amazing young man. But I do have to say that because of his stature, his status, his also humility, fighting back from injury, the way he carried himself as a man, I think it's going to help out a lot of young people going forward. And just also the fact that it did help change the laws in Tennessee, and they used him specifically as an example of why they needed to be changed. So, again, it's a tough one, and I haven't talked to you in a while, so I just wanted to bring that up and touch base because, again, there's a lot of people in Memphis who are struggling with issues, and all of y'all just know there's somebody out there that loves you and they can help you. The hard thing is, it's so hard for men especially. You have to ask. You have to ask. But now I have to ask you some actual basketball questions, Andy. I want to know a few, like, is the you have an entire list of clients, you know what I mean? Like, you have a whole lot of people out there for very, very menaced teams, from the Pistons to the Hornets to the Knicks to the Thunder, you name it, you got a little bit. I'm kind of wondering, like, what it is like this year. Kind of looking at what's going on, everything that's gone down. Like, who was your client this year that you were just extremely proud of for, like, your work behind the scenes, getting them in the right situation? And who do you expect to come out next year and have a huge season in the NBA? And I hate doing this because I know you want to say every one of my clients is coming out to absolutely ball and shot call because they're all the best in the world. But I know there's got to be, something in your gut or in your stomach where you're thinking to yourself, you know what, this kid right here, you know what, maybe he's going to turn it into another level. Do you have one right now?
Well, I think first off, I mean, it is cliche to say, but I'm proud of all of our clients, right, and everyone I work with. I was very proud, obviously, to see Miles McBride on the New York Knicks, his evolution over the last 3 years and 4 years being in New York, and obviously capping off an NBA championship season, and him in particular winning a championship and contributing to the Knicks, really not fully healthy the last couple of months of the season, coming off of a groin surgery and still fighting his way back, and able to contribute in a big way in the playoffs and get a ring out of it was pretty remarkable at such a young age.
Dead gum ring. Yeah.
Yep. And so, yeah, I mean, I think.
And by the way, if people out there don't remember and you don't know what we're talking about, and this is hard for Memphis people because he was born and raised in Cincinnati. And if you're my age, man, we used to have Dana Kirk and Denny Crum days in Louisville, and Memphis went to war. But don't worry. That's not like where he played. But because he played it, I believe, West Virginia, right?
West Virginia, for Huggins.
Yeah.
2 years.
That's right, he did. He played with a Huggy Bear. Holy moly. But the thing is like, just wanted to remind people that don't hold that against him if you see Cincinnati. But the other thing is, so he went to New York. He got a ring coming off that injury. That's pretty amazing. Again, like you said, he was young. Who was another one? Like, I know you have, Kevin Herter.
Yeah, Kevin Herter.
Didn't you get the young kid? Did you get the little – oh, go ahead with Kevin Herter. I'm sorry.
I think Kevin, like the contract, we were able to secure him in free agency, given this relatively suppressed marketplace this summer in free agency. You know, for a player like Kevin that is a great player but didn't shoot the ball up to his expectation, and getting the security that we got him over this summer was great. I'm really happy for him. And as a Memphian, the other guy I'll say that I'm really, really looking forward to, which I'm very excited about, is Richie Saunders. You know, Grizzlies drafted him 32nd on draft night. He's not gonna play the first half of the season, coming off an ACL injury previously his senior season at BYU. But he's a guy that I love as a person. I think he just fits everything about the Grizzlies, and just blue collar, put your head down and run through a brick wall. And I'm very excited once he gets healthy, the journey that he's been on and the work he's put in coming off his ACL surgery. Like, no one's really thinking about Richie Saunders now after they got Cam and Kareem Lopez in the first round. But just wait, and hopefully we'll see him in a Grizzlies uniform
by
in
the way,
second half of the season.
I'm so sorry. I'm up against the clock, so I had to get this out. I apologize, Andy, for stepping on your words. But, like, when you bring up Richie Saunders, like, do you realize how bad BYU? When I first saw them and they had every single piece working, I thought they could win a national championship.
Yeah, so did I.
But then injuries started taking a big toll on that team. And I'm telling you, he might be a little older than most young people, but do people realistically realize? I agree, but people, like, I don't think they realize this is a young kid. Was he about 6'6", who can just stroke it from the 3-point line?
Yep, defend, guard multiple positions, tough as nails, and rebound. High level 3-point shooter, and he's just only going to keep getting better. So I'm really excited to watch him get back on the court.
Dude, I can't wait. And I love this Grizzlies nucleus that we have. You know, the John Morant era is over, and we're moving forward. We got new things, and Shane Battier and Zach Edey and Cedric Wells and all the stuff that's going on.
I don't think Shane Battier plays for the Grizzlies anymore.
I mean, oh, my Lord. Cam Boozer.
That's right.
They're both bald. That's the only thing I can say today.
They're both
Andy.
dookies.
And again, it's 108 degrees out here, and I've been out here 3 days. And I'm in the Tito's tent. I might need to drink a little bit more water and a little less Tito's. But you know what I meant? I meant the Boozer areas. Like, we're completely changing stuff. Do you see him as being like Richie Saunders being as a long-term fit here in Memphis?
Oh, absolutely. I think he's ready to step in and play right away. And the Grizzlies are potentially going to be in this quote-unquote rebuild mode, even though they have some really high-level talent. And so for a guy like Richie, who is a rookie, but is also turning 25 next month, like, there's a lot to like there just in terms of his acclimation into a roster. Like, if you take a 19-year-old or a 20-year-old coming off an ACL injury and insert him into a lineup in January, not having played for 10 months, it may not go as well as we would have hoped. But I think with Richie, I am hopeful that the transition will be very seamless because of who he is as a person and just his makeup overall and his competitive nature. So I think he's really going to be in a position to contribute this season at the end of the season and then just kind of grow from there. So absolutely, I think he's going to be a key part of the core moving forward.
Do me a favor, Andy. Do you tell me this, because I know this is such an unfair question to an agent. Who's a team that you think in the NBA that could be a surprise that nobody's talking about?
Well, no one is talking about Charlotte, and I think maybe people don't realize what they did last year, making the playoffs. We have Tom Smith on the team. Ryan Paulford.
Don't you have Ryan? I was going to say you have Ryan too.
And so I think they're going to only continue to grow and improve. And again, are they going to get the level of the Knicks or the Sixers or the Celtics? No. but I think they're a team that in the next 2 years can really grow, similar to how Detroit evolved in the last couple of seasons. So I think they're a team to watch. And I think in the West, man, like, it will be interesting to see how Ja meshes in with Portland. They made the playoffs last year. Obviously, he's the face of the franchise now, brand new coach, etc. So I'm interested to see how that goes and where the Portland Trailblazers are at come April.
Andy, I also have another announcement. Do you, Marcus is going to be 40 on Saturday. Marcus Moss, that is.
Yeah, my cousin.
Yep, your cousin. He's going to be 40 on Saturday. Are you going to be in town?
Unfortunately, I will not be in town.
I didn't think he said he didn't think so, but I was like, man, I hope to see you on Saturday. But since I won't be able to see you, I was going to say have a drink for him, and I do have to tell you, Andy, me and Marcus are opening the best TV studio in the city. So anytime you want to come in, bring all your clients in there and look Gucci. You know, you have my number, my friend.
There we go. Well, I got a face for radio, so I'll just leave it at that.
I love you, Andy. Be blessed. Have a great weekend, and I really appreciate you talking about some subjects that probably weren't that fun. Thank you for your time.
No problem. Have a good weekend.
That's my man, Andy Schiffman. He's one of the best super agents in the entire world. Again, I like him, man, like as a real person, because I knew him. Again, so he's my business partner's cousin.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
Pick up on that.
So,
Mr. Moss.
Marcus. Shout out to Marcus Moss, who's going to be 40 years old this Saturday.
Happy birthday, Marcus.
Before I give Jay Ham a stroke in the office, again, I'm doing it until 1 o'clock, guys. Calm down. We're going to take a baby timeout for 2.5 minutes, come back, close out Wolo and Friends. And again, a big thanks to Andy Schiffman. And when we get back, don't touch the dial, because I'm coming back with the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line. Well, it's actually this week, it's the Sissy's Log Cabin leaderboard update. That's on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Did you miss your favorite Sports 56 show? No! Check out the podcast, broken down hourly at sports56whbq.com or wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to like and subscribe. Never miss any Sports 56 show again with our podcasts available daily from Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Whether you're buying, selling, or just want a fast cash offer, call Bubba Sandifer at Emmett Baird Realty at 901-257-9420 or direct at 901-319-0747. Looking to buy? Bubba will help you find that perfect home. Thinking about selling? Don't just stick a sign in your yard and hope for the best. With Bubba Sandifer at Emmett Baird Realty, you get maximum exposure, serious buyers, and real results. Want speed? He'll buy it as is for cash. Want top dollar? He'll list it. Either way, you win. Call Bubba Sandifer at 901-319-0747.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roof Services. Do you know what Penny Hardaway and I have in common? We should both be in that building celebrating the best basketball players of all time. Of course, I'll have to buy a ticket to get in, but he should already be there. But seriously, we both surround ourselves with the best people we can find. We work hard to achieve our goals, and we are both among the best in our respective fields. At Fiveash, we can't win titles or get national awards, but what we can and do strive to do is give 100% of ourselves to give you the best product possible and one you can be proud of. So if you need a roof, siding, or gutters, give us a call at 901-367-0050, and we will do everything we can to provide you the best of everything. Fiveash Roofing. Fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Fiveash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
The PGA Tour is back in the 901, August 12th through 16th at the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Watch the PGA Tour's top players while enjoying free food and non-alcoholic beverages with a Grounds Plus ticket. Tickets available at FedExChampionship.com.
Rebel Nation, get the latest on everything Ole Miss sports with the Cannon Motors of Mississippi Rebel Yell Hotline. Join Rebel insiders Chuck Rounsville, Yancey Porter, and Gary Darby Monday nights at 6 as they break down the latest with the Rebels, along with even more insight from special guests. Rebel Yell Hotline, Mondays at 6 p.m. on WHBQ.
Stay up to date with everything going on in Ole Miss athletics with Rebel Yell Hotline every Monday night from 6 to 7 on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Now back to Wolo and Friends on Sports 56. Here once again is the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin.
Welcome back to a little Wolo and Friends. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, chilling like a villain. I'm over here up 18th in Maine, bruh. If you don't know what Maine is, you ain't from Memphis. If you ain't from Memphis, you don't know about me. Gee, never mind. Sorry, Glow. I love you. Did you know Glow wanted me to go with her on her Valentine's? Did you know that I actually had an opportunity and my wife said no? She came in studio with me and Sue and said, come to my concert for Valentine's Day.
Why'd you say no?
Because my wife said no.
Oh, okay.
And asked her.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. And Chas,
I love her. I love her. Is she not awesome?
She is one of my favorite people I've ever met immediately. She's a wonderful person.
Again, this is what I'm talking about, how the real world is against perception. Like if you sit around and you watch like the news or on your TikTok or whatever you consume, you might actually believe the BS.
Facts.
That they're trying to say that there's like two different Americas. There's two different people. There's two different this, that we're split, that we're divided. Again, Chas politically is so opposite of you. It's not funny.
In a way, yes.
You're so opposite of her. But I don't know if you know this. Did it cause any issues?
Quite the opposite, actually. We've had wonderful conversations.
Because you know why we're people.
Amen.
And the only thing we need to do as people is talk to each other.
Absolutely.
Try
brother.
to understand each other.
Absolutely.
Have common courtesy. Just like all these volunteers out here at the FedEx St. Jude Championship, just be as kind as they are and as nice as St. Jude is to all the kids in the world. This is for one thing, kids and adults and people. We got an amazing event going out here. Federal Express St. Jude Championship is in full effect. So don't you dare touch that dial. Back in 2 shakes, baby. Hard and house.
Literally the dog days of summer at Family Leisure. Now, why is that? Glad you asked. Because Family Leisure wants to see your dog pictures or whatever pet you have pictures of. Here's the details. With any Family Leisure purchase, you're going to get a dog bandana and a tennis ball. You take a picture of your pooch or any other pet with your newly purchased Family Leisure product, you get a $50 gift card. Come on, how many pictures do you already have of your pets on your phone? Family Leisure is giving you an excuse and a gift card to take one more. Now, what other dog days deals are there at Family Leisure? How about a swimming pool as low as $19.99? How about patio furniture that's up to 50% off? Get this, if you purchase any hot tub in stock, Family Leisure will give you a free theater seating set. Now you know why they're called the dog days of summer at Family Leisure. Family Leisure, Whitten Road at I-40, where family fun and your pets all come together.
A long life is wonderful, but it comes with changes as you age. So when you're ready to change your home, Town Village Audubon Park is the perfect choice. Incredible location, amazing amenities, including a pool, all-inclusive dining, and on-site medical care so you can age in place. Monthly rental with no buy-in lets you make current choices. Apartments include full kitchen, washer and dryer, bi-weekly housekeeping, and all basic utilities. Landscape courtyards make it easy to get sunshine and fresh air. Gated parking keeps you ready to go. And the Town Village Dog Park keeps your fur baby close by your side. Hi, I'm Max. My wife Jean and I moved into Town Village Audubon Park 18 months ago. It's the best decision we ever made. We have made friends here and take part in lots of social activities. It's a comfortable life. So if you're thinking of making a change, come see me and Town Village Audubon Park. I think you'll like it as much as we do. And look, new friends.
Yes, it's that time again, and after all, you bought or sold a house 25 years ago, and everything should be the same. Wrong.